Hi, my name is Liberty Freeman, and welcome to Section D, 3 points to Mill Creek Fire Road. That's northbound on the PCT, miles 403 to
3
419.
points to Mill Creek Fire Station?
Yep, that's me. This was a wonderful section of the trail. A significant amount of it was downhill. You do have to watch out for some fallen power lines, which, as you know, can cause wildfires right here in Southern California. This trail is definitely, well, this part of the trail is definitely used by a lot of deer, so don't be surprised if they come across your path. Um, you will see in these clips that I have multiple shots of their droppings, their footprints, as well as other animals. Part of the reason why I have chose to do this trail is because I'm a huge avid backpacker and camper, and I always wanted to do it with my dog, but unfortunately she passed away a year and a half ago, so I'm doing this in memoriam for her and finding wonderful locations to sprinkle a little bit of her ashes. So you'll see in the notations at the bottom of the screen Monkey Memorial Site, which are also usually campsites because I want her spirit to be amongst people that she can play with. Note those are bear droppings, and bears are in the area, so make sure you either have bear spray with you or you are making a lot of noise. Something I chose to do differently this time around was just that. I chose to bring some of Monkey's bells, which she would tap to tell me that she wanted to go outside, and I tied them to the back of my bag so that I could warn animals that I was coming around the corner. Like these guys. If you had looked at the distance, the two trees, there's a deer up there. There was two of them that ran when they heard me and hit the plateau of this mountain. A little further ahead in the next clip, I come across another one in the middle of the shot. Right here in the center of the shot, you can see her. In just a second, she's going to bolt up, and you're going to see that movement, and there she goes. Lots of deer here, and they will just sit and watch you because they're not used to seeing that many people, I don't think. Not once did I come across a single person on this trail. Note that because this area was heavily burned, the trees could potentially fall on you, so keep that in your cap. This is where I chose to spend the night. It's 360-degree views of the beautiful mountaintops. From my own experience, I was by myself. And while sleeping here, I got a little nervous because it was dark when I set up camp, so I didn't quite know what my surroundings were, and I heard a lot of thumping in the middle of the night, which psyched me out a little bit. I literally was thinking zombies were coming to take me, so I kept that fire going for a significant amount of the night. In reality, in the day, when I got to see it, as you are seeing right now, I saw a lot of groundhog holes, so I think really it was just them dragging vegetation, nuts, berries to their little dens, but, mind over matter. We kind of psych ourselves out if we're not careful. You can also see how I set up my campsite. I chose to do it a little bit differently than normal. Instead of bringing my hammock, because I wasn't sure what sort of trees would be available, I chose to only bring my tarp, and because I'm ultralight camping, this relieved about 3 to 4 pounds from my pack. One thing I want to note for through hikers is there are no water areas for you to fill up along this part and along these miles. You definitely have to pack in your water through here, bring extra water. I did not bring enough water myself, even though I thought that having 5 liters would be enough. Because they were exposed to the sun, it actually ended up heating and boiling the water, and I ended up getting severely dehydrated. Also, please take note for you through hikers or section hikers, there's a lot of poodle bush in the area. This was a heavily burned area in Section D last year as well as the year before, as you can see the burnt finger-like trees reaching toward the sky here. And poodle bush only grows where there has been previous burns. So definitely wear long layers, light layers, so that you can protect yourself. This area was beautiful, and there was at least 6 different campsites in this one location on top of a mountain. So I definitely sprinkled monkey all over the place here. For through hikers at the beginning of the year, this is a great spot. Great majestic views, tons of flat locations for you to set up and go ahead and just take it in after a long day of hiking. As you continue on during these miles, you will find that there are several markers to be able to take other trails to mountain peaks if you so choose, or to other campgrounds. I chose to continue on because I wanted to make my way down to Mill Creek Fire Road and back to my car. I wasn't planning on staying a second night out up on the mountains, but it is definitely an option for those of you that are seeking to get more mountain peaks under your belt as you go along. This was another great monkey memorial area, and it had a great view of where you were headed towards Agua Dulce and Route 14 behind these mountains. I'd like to thank all of you for joining me on this expedition. Stay tuned for more miles as I make my way to complete Section D. Also take note that right here in this part, there are definitely trail angels that are willing to help you and will leave signs saying they'll give you a ride to your next donation. Just give them a call.